Welcome back, all of you stay-at-home concert goers. Welcome to the third edition of the WCBU WGLT Stay-at-Home Concert Series presented by SEFCU. I'm Highway 309 host Ariel, and I'm here to guide you through some amazing local music and local musicians who you get to enjoy from the safety of your home. And you know what we say here at WCBU and WGLT, music has a way of bringing us together even when we're apart, and that old adage is going to continue tonight. Tonight's lineup includes music from Sherwood Forest. There's also music from Who's Your Daddy, Addie and Nick Evans. There's She Said So, and Chicago Farmer. And you know what? We're jumping right into it. And first up is Central Illinois folk and rock band Sherwood Forest, who at their base is 5 to 6 players. And those players include Matt Powers on the electric and acoustic guitar, as well as bass and vocals. There's Mitchell Owens on the electric guitar and acoustic guitar with vocals. There's Trenton Perry on the bass and mandolin, Nick Gundy on the bass, Chandler Claps on the drums, percussion, and vocals. And there's also Clifford Close on lead vocals and keys. Though Sherwood Forest just released their amazing EP last year, for this video tonight, the group is actually throwing it back to 2017 with their album No Retreat and the song Outside. In a WGLT interview promoting the album release, Clifford Close said the song tells the story of how he has struggled with getting outside his comfort zone and about having complete trust in what he believes in and having no fear of holding back. Here is Sherwood Forest with Outside, and this is the WCBU WGLT Stay at Home Concert Series presented by SEFCU.
better.
You can follow Sherwood Forest on their Instagram as well as on their Facebook, and you can actually buy their music on their Bandcamp page. Now let's make our way to Peoria to get to know the band Who's Your Daddy. They are actually comprised of 3 different Peoria bands that definitely left their mark on the Central Illinois music scene. Who's Your Daddy is Cindy Youngren, formerly of Southside Cindy and the Sliptones. There's Dave Diefendorf, formerly of the French Connection, and Larry Wiggin, formerly of the Dave Chaston Band. Who's Your Daddy is gearing up to release a brand new album, which will actually include the song you're going to hear tonight called Underground. It's a big debut for the Stay at Home concert series with their music video. And you are now, before we get to that video, gonna take a listen to John Norton talk with members Cindy Youngren and Dave Diefendorf about the evolution of the band.
You guys have just finished recording a new album. Was this something you guys were recording before the pandemic hit, or was it before and during? How did that work out for you?
Actually, we were very fortunate to have this almost in the can. We had the parts recorded prior to shutdown, as I like to call it. But so there was a lot of engineering to do that we could do with social distancing. We were really fortunate, 1, to be ready, and 2, to have something to do during that time.
Yeah. How has Who's Your Daddy evolved since we talked? Was it a couple years ago now? You just put out that first album, Mountain to Climb. What are you guys up to, and how have you evolved since then?
Oh, lots more originals.
True. Yes, we've been writing more and just trying to get out and play more. And again, we want to lean more towards the originals. So we've been going in that direction. we got into a couple of blues venues last year, so we got into some more R&B type music and started writing along that line a little bit, as evidenced on this latest CD. So we're just trying to get our name out there and everything else.
In fact, this video you're going to see for Underground, it's more of your R&B flavor for us. And we really love the way it came out. We recorded this, the recording studio is Eclipse Studios in Normal, Illinois. And then the video is all shot in Peoria, Illinois. So I hope y'all hear and see things that you're familiar with on it.
Yes.
So how are you guys adapting to the pandemic itself? Because you're not out playing live anymore. At least you won't be for a little while. What are you doing to stay sharp? What are you doing? I mean, what are you doing otherwise?
Just a lot of...
Like you said, just trying to stay sharp. That's about all you can do. We talk about a lot of stuff, but we just don't get together. We haven't had a rehearsal since this whole thing started, you know. I was down in Florida for the winter and came back 6 weeks it's been now? Maybe 6 weeks since the whole thing started, and everything just came to a screeching halt. So it's just been tough. It's just been real tough.
Well, give us a quick background on the song. You're going to play Underground. You shot the video for it. Give us a little bit of background on the song Underground.
Oh, it's a fun one. It's just a fun one. Dave wrote it in words and music. We have a little bit of keyboards added in on this new CD
yes.
that Eric Nelson, who's the sound engineer at Eclipse, by the way, he put the keyboard parts down for us.
Yes.
Larry
did a wonderful job.
Larry Wiggin on drums, and he's social distancing even better than we are today. So you'll see some home clips of him buried out throughout this as well. He's doing great though, and did a great job on the song too.
Yeah, it was one of those things. We got into a few blues venues, so we kind of put it together, going that direction a little bit. We just the first album was a little more rock and rolly and whatever, and I guess, and we just wanted to go a little more in the blues venue, so that worked out pretty good.
Well, I've heard the song. It's a fantastic song. Can't wait to see the video now. Dave Diefendorf, Cindy Youngren from Who's Your Daddy, thank you so much for your time, and good luck with the album release, and continued good luck when you get out to play live again.
Thank you very much. We can't wait to see the video, too.
Thanks, John. You guys all keep supporting music out there.
Yep, stay safe.
to go and do whatever I please. And I might be, baby, but I just want you to be with me. 'Cause baby, in your loving arms is where I wanna be. Your heart of stone, it chills me to the bone. And I'm on the phone, trying to keep you from my own. You got me begging and a pleading, boy, but still you left me all alone. And I've been hanging round your backyard thinking everything was alright. And I've been sleeping on the sofa, you know you ain't doing me right. I've been coming home alone to an empty house every night. You got me going out of my head. I said, you got me going out of my head. You got me going out of my head. Oh, yes. You know what I'm talking about, baby. I'm going down. I'm going down. I'm going down. You know I'll be underground.
You can follow Who's Your Daddy on Facebook and get more information about them by going to their website. Next up, we have a husband and wife duo based out of Farmington. It's time that you meet Addie and Nick Evans. Addie is a classically trained player, and she actually plays several instruments, with her primary focus being on the viola. She is also an orchestra teacher at Concordia Lutheran School in Peoria, and like most teachers right now, she's all online with her students. And though it's difficult at some times, she is very thankful that she still gets to see and interact with her students on a weekly basis. Nick is in the lumber business and has played in many bands over the years, both with acoustic and electric guitar, and he enjoys writing original songs as well as bringing new life to cover music. For the video tonight, they took a road less traveled, and they are serving up some classical music for you. And they chose to record the song Nina by Italian composer Giovanni Battista Pergolesi. It's arranged by Addie and Nick. Addie says she is drawn to the slower, more emotional pieces, and this is definitely one of those. Because the version she had was unaccompanied, Addie and Nick were compelled to create an accompaniment to it, with more freedom to create something new. Here's Addie and Nick Evans now. This is Nina. You can follow Addie and Nick Evans on their Facebook as well as on their Instagram, and they said in lieu of tips to please donate to the Jolt Foundation. Next up, we have an all-female quartet from Bloomington-Normal that are quickly becoming a Twin Cities favorite with their lively mix of cover songs as well as some originals. It's time that you get to know She Said So. The band includes Karen Donovan on lead vocals and guitar. There's Mona Beasley on percussion, Mary Klusky on keyboard and bass, and Kate Brown on lead vocals, and she's a bassist in training. She Said So was scheduled to open the WGLT summer concert in June, and even though that has been canceled, we hope we can bring them to our stage when life gets back to normal. In a few moments, you'll hear a She Said So original called Don't Take Me There. But first, John Norton caught up with band member Kate Brown, who said the foursome is learning some new tricks during this shelter in place.
Well, Kate Brown with She Said So. We were so excited that we were going to have you open the WGLT summer concert in June, and then obviously the pandemic happened and we couldn't work it out. We would have loved to have seen you on that summer concert stage.
We definitely would have loved to play, so we're disappointed too, but we know it has to be done that way.
She Said So is not a full-time endeavor for any of the four bandmates, all female in the band. Yet you guys are still really, really tight musically. You're really tight as friends. How much has it affected you, or how much have you adapted musically to not being able to be together?
It's been really difficult. We have a pretty regular rehearsal schedule. We meet every week, so not being able to see everyone every week has been really sad. But we are adapting. We're doing lots of different things to stay connected, so getting together on Zoom. We've even on Facebook, we're doing a She Said So solo, so everybody gets to show off, something that they like to do musically. I'm learning to play the guitar so that I can, play out more, because I mostly sing. So we're finding new ways to not just stay connected, but to do different things with music. When we recorded this video, we're a live band, so we don't have any recorded music. So we recorded the song. I had to learn how to be a producer and recording at the Legacy Building live, which is a fantastic venue for music. I didn't have to do anything to that recording, just trim off the dead bits at the end. So we really enjoyed that process, and I know that it's going to help us grow and come back better than before.
Okay, so the Legacy you were just talking about, that's the one in El Paso?
Yes, that's right.
Why did you decide to record there?
Well, it's been interesting. I'm part of lots of different creative communities around, in our community, and I thought, who could help us record this video? And I know Tabitha at the Legacy Building, and she's always wanted some live music there more than she has. So we decided there, because the acoustics are phenomenal, and another friend in that community that I'm connected to, Matt Edwards from Red Corn Studios, helped us out with the videography. So, it's not just the music that's connecting us, but being creative in different ways and thinking about how we can support and connect different members of our creative communities.
Well, let me ask you this. A lot of musicians, even maybe most musicians, are playing online. Some are very intimate little shows. There are some bigger productions, some stay-at-home concerts. It seems like music might be even more important now than before. What would you say?
I think it's so important not just to stay connected. I've been watching lots of live concerts, and even sharing those watch parties with people has been really great. And just seeing the ways that people are being creative with how to record and share music online. I think that it connects people, because if you're listening to a recorded song, you can be separate and have your own experience, but knowing that other people are listening to the same thing at the same time as you is really connected. I've been listening to the Melissa Etheridge live streams, and there's thousands of people on that live stream, and that's even more than you could get at a regular concert. So just to feel so connected to the community. And also, music it's an experience of the body. You're listening to it, you're maybe dancing a little bit, moving, and we're doing so much in our head with listening to the news and being really worried about things, that it's important that music can take you out of that mind space and give you a different kind of emotional experience that you actually want in the world. And I just think that's really important now than ever.
She said this, and he said that. All I hear is a yakety yak. You did this, they did that. If I were you, I'd watch my back. Say what you hear what you say. Please don't tell me that it happened that way. And don't take me there, 'cause I don't want to know. Don't take me there, 'cause I don't want to go. Too much information, useless conversation. Don't take me there, 'cause I don't want to know. You're confused by what you see. You can't be what you want to be. Lying, cheating, breaking the rules. Your friends say you're acting a fool. Mean what you say what you mean. Leave me alone, you're causing a scene. And don't take me there, 'cause I don't want to know. Don't take me there, 'cause I don't want to go. Too much information, this is conversation. Don't take me there, 'cause I don't want to know. I am good, everything is fine. Don't disturb my peace of mind. You can't change the way I feel. Listen to my appeal and don't take me there, 'cause I don't want to know. Don't take me there, 'cause I don't want to go. Too much information, useless conversation. Don't take me there, 'cause I don't want to know. Don't take me there, 'cause I don't want to know. Don't take me there, 'cause I don't want to know.
Be sure to follow She Said So on Facebook. And before we get to our grand finale for tonight, for this edition of the Stay at Home concert series, we have a special message to share. As you know, we've had to postpone our traditional fund drive due to the stay at home mandates. However, we still need to pay for the news and programming that you so rely on. So we've decided to launch a virtual fund drive. And with that being said, we've had many amazing donations already, including a couple of $1,000 gifts. John Elterick and Karen Schmidt for WGLT, also Jim and Edie Kidder for WCVU. A big thank you is going out to John, Karen, Jim, and Edie for all of your support. You can contribute any dollar amount right now at our websites. You can go to WGLT.org or WCVU.org. It's time for our grand finale now, and that means it's time for you to get to know Delavan native and Bloomington-based Cody Dekoff, who you might know a little bit better as Chicago Farmer. He actually utilized Texas-based Band of Heathens for his backing band for his release, Flyover Country. The album has received so much critical acclaim and continues to find a home on the numerous national Americana and folk charts. Dekoff told WGLT earlier this year that the song All in One Place is a satirical take on the low payout artists receive from streaming services. It comes from a specific song of his that was receiving a lot of plays, but when the royalty check arrived, it didn't even cover the out-of-town dinner that he and his wife had taken to celebrate. As always, Dekoff injects humor where others might punch walls, as you'll see with this video he put together in the last couple of weeks.
It was cold when it came out. It just spun for the 100th time, and I'm packing up my case. I'm gonna count up these tips and go spend it all in one place. Used to knock them down, really make the sounds at the old Red Barn Saloon. Watch the sun come up on tower lines, still howling at the moon. Told the troop, tore off that roof, put a smile on that door of money and go spend it all in one place. Yeah, I'm a song and dance man who never learned to dance, but I'll take my stand if you give it a chance. I'll be home in a couple of nights and I have a little time to waste. I'm gonna take the t-shirt sales and go spend them all in one place. Well, was a hell of a fan, always fighting the good fight. 2 records in his left hand and 2 beers in his right. A bleeding heart right from the start, never into the rat race. Tonight he'll take his $8 an hour and go spend it all in one place. Yeah, to see a song and dance man who never learned to dance, but I'll take my stand. Give it a chance. I'll be done in a couple of hours and I have a little time to waste. We'll go take this record deal and spin it all in one place. Started writing this song in a flood, I finished it in a drought, recorded in a heat wave. It was cold when it came out. It just spun 10,000 times and I'm packing up my case. I'm gonna take the royalties and go spend it all in one place.
That was Chicago Farmer with All in One Place. And you can find more information about him by going to his website, following him on social media, and be sure to show him tons of love with his virtual tip jar. And just like that, it's a wrap on Volume 3 of the WGLT WCBU Stay at Home Concert Series presented by SEFCU. Thank you so much for spending some time with us tonight. We truly appreciate it, and I want you to mark your calendars. We'll be back in just 2 weeks with another show for you. Please support all of the great local music and musicians that were showcased tonight. And also be sure to support WGLT and WCBU. It's a critical time that we're living in. And it's just critical to keep our journalists out there on the beat and covering this breaking news as the pandemic develops. You can just click on the donate button at our websites. Thank you so much. Stay home, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.